coverage of Round 2's 46th Annual National Championships of New Zealand. I'm Luke Humphries with Tall Paul Omen. Sponsors for this event, RPM Discs, as well as Winnow and the PDGA. What do you think about this place, man? Redwood Park.
Redwood Park Golf Course. It's beautiful. Sprawling piece of property. Massive trees everywhere. Parrots flying around. We've got a beautiful day to play.
Yeah, a little shot at the leaderboard right there. Levi Stout coming on strong.
A couple of names moving around here. Levi finding his footing on the course. Starting to make a move. The New Zealand favorite here.
Into
up and comer.
Our fourth par 5.
Fourth par 5 in 10 holes. And it's looking like a light snack at 970 compared to that 1074 we played on hole 8.
Exactly. This one's a little downhill off the tee box. If you really smash it, you can get to the flats up there in that traditional golf fairway. Corey puts a move on this one.
We've got OB right, OB left. What a nice wide strip of fairway to work with. And Corey has found a beautiful spot to place his disc.
Dude, way up there in the flats. Dylan hammering that disc. You know, he kind of reminds me of Oyvind Jarnes from Norway. Very similar strokes. Very clean with it. He's actually a Latitude sponsored guy as well, so might be throwing similar discs. And he actually mentioned that he liked throwing from down on that flat lower part. So that's kind of what he was aiming for.
Did a great job getting to it.
This is actually headed towards out of bounds. Unfortunately finds it. We weren't aware exactly where it started, but that's about 2 feet out of bounds. So he'll be throwing 3. Going with that D3 again. Got a little more turn than I wanted out of this one.
Yeah, it looks like the bottom just dropped out for you.
It did. I needed more height to make sure that I made it up that hill there that Corey's on. So I'm like in the middle of the hill now.
Still good forward progress.
That's a good shot from Kyle. Back into the mix. He should be able to approach the green from there.
Yeah, that first shot was unfortunate. Finding the OB.
Yeah. If he gets up and down, he saves the par, though. That's what he should keep his sights set on. Throwing the same disc. I'm throwing this one like about as hard as I can. And I definitely turned it over.
Oh, dear.
I smoked it, though. I think I've made up.
I like it. Using that right side of the fairway.
Yeah. Tons of space over there. That's a pop there from Dylan. He's all the way over the hill.
Getting it flat and making some good forward progress. It looks like he's got a long look for eagle here.
Yeah, it's a 45-footer.
So we know Corey's chomping at the bit here.
Yeah, Corey didn't play this back 9 in practice. The conditions were just a little bit crazy. And so this is all going to be blind for Corey. And he kind of hangs it out right, plays it a little short, just not knowing exactly what the green looked like.
I see. He had a great position off the tee.
Yeah, he's going to get aggressive tomorrow. We play this course again tomorrow before going back to that beautiful wooded course that is Bella Rocca.
Oh, Bella Rocca. Simon's ready to get us all back over there.
Time to hit some trees. This was slightly lazy.
Keeping yourself in the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely didn't look as dialed as some of your past upshots this round.
No, wasn't my best work. Corey for the eagle.
Oh, look.
Right
bid.
in front of it. Oh, that one also a good bid. Even better.
These guys know. That was a great opportunity to make some moves.
All right, keep your eyes on this.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Very interesting. I heard the cheers. I thought maybe someone had thrown in for an ace on one of the short holes, but
Dude, look at this thing.
love to get to see this.
The wind was just perfectly coming into it. It was upside down, so it had a little parachute to grab, and it just, you don't see it, dude.
You can see the relief. He can't believe it.
He's the only person in the crowd that didn't see it. He had already turned around, so we all cheered, and he had to turn back around and see
Oh,
it.
yes. Giving the helix some love.
Dude, you don't see that.
That's incredible. Nice cleanup. Tidying up that upshot.
Yeah, putts always seem a little trickier once you've like messed up the upshot a little bit. It was simple, you left yourself too much, and now you like can't miss this one.
A little extra pressure you add on yourself.
Yeah. Even though the upshot it wasn't too bad. That's what it felt like.
Well, we've just started the back here. Done some great work on the front, so
We're talking through
nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Man. All right,
That'll be a
speaking of
story.
short and technical, I said I was going to bring them to you. Here they are, Paul. What are you doing here?
Well, for me, with the wind today, that green, I'm really just trying to get a soft skip off of that. Something slow. Only 223 feet.
Yeah, Corey's throwing first on this hole. He's never seen a shot thrown on it.
Oh, some funky little bouncing around. He finds the landing strip.
Yeah, he's convinced he's OB. He doesn't know that he's in bounds at that point.
So we got the green OB, and then the sand trap is hazard on the left, so we can putt out of that. Tricky. Landing on this side hill.
I know.
All right, got some
Stakes
nice,
it though.
nice tall grass over there.
Yeah, that Saki slammer. I'm gonna play the backhand route similar to Corey, thinking.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was a little easier to land it on that flat and slide it up versus that forehand play that you really had to pinpoint the top of that landing strip.
Drop straight out of the hand.
This was a tricky hole. I mean,
know.
we've been playing a lot of long holes.
Dude,
It felt like an upshot, but it had some added weight to it with all the OB.
I threw a couple the other day that landed what I thought to be pretty well on the green, and then all of them shuffled into the sand trap.
Yeah, and the drop zone is, I mean, almost an auto bogey.
It could turn into a double quick if you run it.
It's just in front of this sand trap that's short.
So I'm like right at circle's edge. You can see that orange stripe in front of my foot. I got a tailwind, heavy tailwind. I never got it high enough.
Yeah, it looked like that nose was up and the wind was just going to slap that thing down.
Yeah, I did. So Corey's on the opposite side of the basket. He's got that headwind.
This camera angle makes him look like he's a mile away. Easy money.
Yeah, he wasn't close. It was a tricky putt, but like I said earlier, he just throws that hyzer, just punches it in there, man. A little baby hyzer putt. Doesn't matter the wind. Nice little helix grab right there.
Yeah.
Good two from Dylan. Goes forehand.
Here's this hazard play I was talking about earlier. All right. Nice par save from Kyle.
Yeah.
Maybe the forehand was the play. Take that drop zone out of it. That drop zone was almost an auto bogey.
I'm pointing to Corey where I think we're supposed to go. We walked to the wrong tee box.
Oh no.
And then walked here, hole 12. The sand is inbounds, water OB, grass OB. So you've got this little strip similar to the beach hole at USDGC. Just find some sand.
Cheeky little island hole. Yeah. Once you hit the sand, it's sticking pretty good.
Corey going with that zone hyzer. Again, shots he's never thrown, shots he's never seen. He's teeing off first. Wind just dropped him. Didn't hyzer him at all.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. Looked perfect out of the hands. I'm thinking like, well, that's my line.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to try.
Well, after the hole you guys just played, this landing strip's looking huge.
It just got a little smaller when Corey missed it like that. And that actually hit into
Beautiful.
the berm perfectly. I've got a forehand A3 and a backhand A5 in my hand, going backhand A5, similar line to Corey's.
I like the backhand play here.
I'm just going to play it wider. I'm just thinking like hyzer, wider.
These high plays were scaring me.
Look at this, dude.
Oh,
thought it was
yeah. I
perfect.
don't think the height was too necessary. You can just gun it straight at that sand, and it's just going to grab you up.
You know what? You're 100% right. I was too high.
Kind of served it up to the wind, the elements.
I paid for it. This one, hyzer out of the hand, not going to find the sand
nice.
either. So we got this sketchy drop zone. All three of us go into it. It's like 60 feet, and the OB is 6 feet left of it. Hard to run it.
Yeah.
If anything, if it slips out, if you wind gust up or something, it's going in the water for sure.
I like this design, though. It's a shorter hole. You don't get on the island. You got some work to do. Oh, wow.
I tried.
Yeah, got a great got the disc nice and flat. It wasn't gonna drop too much. Just needed a little more juice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great bid. Kyle he didn't want any part of it.
No, but he laid it up a bit too short, so he's first up to putt.
Oh,
Misses that one too.
heartbreak.
This is, it's his first time on film. It's a big moment for him. Played a great round yesterday to get on the card and just experience the moment.
Great solo birdie from Dylan.
Solo birdie. Not only that, he's picking up 2 on Corey, 2 on me, and then 3 on Kyle.
Hey, he knows what he's got to do here.
Yeah, that's huge. He's almost got himself under par, too, at this point, which, after yesterday's round, it feels nice just to look down and see a minus by your score.
Absolutely.
And I was able to retrieve that A5, luckily, because it's my baby.
Did you backflip in there?
Yeah, I did. My shoes were already wet, so.
All right, 13, par 4, 676. This is a tricky par 4. We've got Amando on the right, and you've got to somehow make your way up this hill to really be able to attack the green with your second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, downhill, then back up with all those big trees guarding it. You can see the Mando on the right there.
I like this play.
That's nowhere close to the Mando. I love that.
Yeah.
It's never going to get all the way up the hill, but it'll give him a shot. And he's
gotten past the base of those trees, so he's not going to have to contend as much with the low ceiling now.
Corey, this is a fairway driver. He's just trying to hit it hard, high, and have it hold the whole time.
Yeah, this was tough in the wind today. As you can see, that just, once he gets it on that Anheuser angle, it just holds. He got it to pan very nicely, but...
Yeah. It's either an Athena or an Onyx. So I got 2 super flippy discs in my hand. Actually, those are my flippiest discs. And I'm going with the big old air shot over the top. I kind of pull it. I totally bring the Mando tree into play. I actually hit it.
That's the Mando tree. Okay. Yeah, that was a big shot off the tee today.
Yeah. I was just trying to go over the top with the angles. I think I could have done it. I'm not. Jim's making some fun of me for getting that close to the Mando tree. So that's
no harm, no foul.
Understandable. It's a good pull right here. Nice pop there
in the tree. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. This approach, I mean, no matter how good your drive is, you're almost always going to have a blind approach to the screen.
Absolutely blind. Picking a tree up there on the hill.
That looks all right.
That was perfectly pin high on the landing. Ends up circle's edge, maybe just outside, but that was a great shot from him.
Yeah, we've got a bit of OB long of the basket. There's a pond back there.
Yeah.
Green in front.
I just threw this disc out of bounds on the last hole. So I'm like, when the horse bucks you off, you got to get back on. And it holds pretty straight for a long time, but then old Trusty hooks up.
Nice, just over the green. Finds the downslope.
Yep.
Great shot.
Thank you. Big old forehand from Kyle. I think it was going to be about that distance no matter what. It was kind of headed away from the basket at that point, so that tree was very neutral. He's about 40.
Gave himself a look.
Yep. Corey, known for his standstills.
Yeah, this hill caused some funky footing.
It definitely does. It causes him to be just a little nose up.
Yeah, nose up, left him short.
Yep. Looking clean in those Idios. This is his second year sponsored by them. They're a big proponent of the New Zealand Tour Down Under.
Yeah.
Big thanks to them for helping us come down here.
Oh,
Wow.
you can see it in his eyes.
He said thanks, Simon. As a joke. We've seen so many good putts this week. That was the first one that felt maybe like it should go in, but Corey said that it hit the basket and hyzered. That was the problem, and then kicked him out. It was a lot of change. Circles edger for Dylan. Just a little 15-foot for me. And Corey had gotten the strokes back, so I'm getting one back now.
That was a great upshot. Left you with a little snack. Way to capitalize.
Thank you.
The rest. The card with some pars here.
Yeah. Next one's fun.
Going back to when I was 8, playing my first tournament, I just thought it was fun. Some kids play soccer, some play baseball, and I was just playing disc golf. Went on tour when I was 19, and I've never had an injury until now. My whole body weight landed on my ankle, and I broke all 3 bones. I'm a competitor. That's all I know. I gotta get back out there. It took an injury like this for me to be able to realize every single piece of the puzzle has to be perfect to find success in this sport.
Big thanks to Simon Feasy at RPM Discs for making this entire trip possible in this Tour Down Under. Lots of ways to play this one. Drone going around the very outside, couple bunkers tight by the green, Paul.
Yeah, we played with Simon a couple holes in the practice round here, and he showed us a little layup zone. Wonder if anybody's going to use it on the card.
Yeah, a little sneaky route. I'm just going to go a little more stable D3. It's kind of a headwind. I don't clear the lake by that much. I think that shot was only like 400 feet or something, but that headwind was playing tough.
I like the play, though. It sets you up for a forehand. I know you're comfortable with the forehand, and got 2 hazard bunkers that the basket sits in between.
Look at this cheeky line.
I like it. This is the aggressive line here.
Yeah, trying to jump in between those trees right there. Cuts the hole in half, basically.
I don't know if he was looking for a putt there or just trying to cut those trees and give himself an easier look at the birdie.
Look at this one, dude. He absolutely nuked this shot, dude.
What is he looking for here? Okay. It's going to make the approach a little bit easier. No trees to contend with.
It's called a jump putt. It's ridiculous. He just broke that hole. Kyle going the same line as Dylan, trying to sneak in between those trees right there, and this looks great. Even better.
Nice. Yeah, that's a dangerous play with that tree just lurking over the top of the pond there. Both those guys sneaking in there.
Dude, I don't like what I'm looking at. I gotta go under this one, and then, yeah, so then...
Yeah, a little ground play here
Dude,
is
that's
nice.
so bad.
Jumping over, missing the rake too. That was good.
Not my best. A little awkward lie for Dylan. Interesting. Okay.
Good shot.
Yeah, solid work.
I don't know if he could see those bunkers or not, but
They're kind of blind from that angle. There's another backhand from Kyle. That one pretty good, too. Speed control proper.
yeah, really breaking down this hole well.
This is like 130 feet.
What a drive.
That's a laser putt.
Oh,
What?
Corey.
The hole's 583. He's like 100 feet long.
Yeah, nothing but green in between him and the basket. Salivating at a long look.
I thought that'd have been crazy.
Oh. Finds all of the inside there, but maybe just a little strong.
Thought it was good enough. Wasn't my best putt, but I thought it was good enough. Corey gets one back. Kyle, nice birdie. Dylan, nice birdie as well. That little in-between route, you might catch me playing it tomorrow.
Yeah, I like throwing up to that drop zone. It makes you look right up the gap. You can throw a hyzer in. But here we are.
This one's
Moving
tricky,
on to 15.
man. The little OB area, it's a river, marsh, whatever you want to call it, right in between us and the basket, about halfway. And then there's the ceiling that you got to worry about.
Yeah, not too much distance to cover here, but a very technical short par 3.
Yeah, you're just looking for that little sandwich. It feels like if you accidentally threw it low and you just caught the wrong wind, you just throw it straight in those bushes.
Right, and the trees that he threw into, those are leaning over the OB, so if you don't puncture into them, then you could find yourself out of bounds, heading to the drop zone.
Corey just going with a putter here. Stable putter. And it kept on pushing.
Kept
really
fighting,
nice.
yeah.
You could see it was still moving forward as it came down to the ground.
I'm wondering if that was his play, if he was actually just trying to keep it low and it lifted up on him, or if he was just trying to punch through. Some of these things are pretty thick, these trees. All different varieties.
Yeah. It's a good shot right here from Kyle. Just accesses the gap, finds it how he can. Flare skips a bit out to the right, but
Have a long look at birdie.
yep. And I'm just gonna not play any gaps and try and go over it.
Got some what those on there. Those shoes are looking like 2 different colors.
Yeah. One of them got.
All right, the high gap. I was wondering if anyone was going to try this. Wasn't as windy today. Do a little crashing in the trees. Nice.
Not too bad.
Yeah, give yourself a good opportunity.
Yeah, totally. This is a long edge of circle 2 look. Dylan put a pretty good move on it. A lot
Yeah.
of spin.
Low ceiling.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I noticed playing with Dylan is that his distance comes from spin more than speed. Whatever he's doing with the disc, it just stays in the air. I'm trying to talk through whatever's going on
Yeah,
there.
unsatisfied with that.
Just don't watch.
Yep, and that's Corey's comfort range there.
Oh, yeah. Long tap-ins for Corey. Nice, confident putt from Dylan. Yeah, we're running out of holes to get those birdies here. Corey's 7 up at this point. Started the round 6 up. He's grabbed a stroke from me, and he's kind of just running away with this thing.
We got 2 more rounds to play, boy.
I know. He's putting super well. He's throwing the disc unbelievably far, incredibly straight.
I like this par 3 here. 385, downhill, sloping left to right.
Yeah, he's throwing, I believe, like a stable buzz, maybe a buzz OS.
It definitely looks like a mid. Had some wind coming up that hill.
Didn't really
the
hit
distance right.
Yeah, didn't hit anything up there. Just stayed high on the hill.
Yeah, probably looking for it to get a little more to flat.
Kind of dealing with a headwind right to left here.
Angle control was huge on this hole today. Ooh. Slide down a bit for him. No.
Yeah. At first when it started flipping, I thought to myself, this could be great. Of course, the forehand from Kyle. He goes up the middle. There is a left gap for the forehand too, but this is pretty
tricky. Gets quite a bit of the distance on the hole there, and
yeah,
gives himself an opportunity.
Definitely does. Less than favorable ground play, but feedback here, and I thought it was gonna break over. I don't know why that's
that wind definitely. When we got to the hole, I stabled up a bit.
Interesting. What'd you go with, T-Bird?
I threw the Thundy.
And I stood there for like 15 seconds. The wind continued to get stronger. It didn't stop, so I had to putt.
Do it. Come on.
Oh,
great line.
It just started ripping on me. I wanted to bang that one for the fans, but not to be. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If it's not in, it better be next to it.
Just headed straight up into the tree there.
So this is downhill plus a headwind. Interesting little combo. I thought he did it right. I thought he did it perfectly.
We've been in the sun all day. Energy is low.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice, not too low.
Yeah.
Kyle's still got a little something.
Kyle, that's 2 of the softest putts I've ever seen go in the basket between that and the flop in from the front 9. Excuse me, that was started back 9. Some pars for the crew. Headed into the par 4 17th, 627. This one, as you like to say, is a snack ball.
Yeah, wide open, downhill. OB on the right, but really have to shank it over there to get to it.
Really
off the
would.
tee.
Yeah.
Lots of trees in the way.
Dealing with some headwind. I mean, it's substantial. You can see Corey's shirt right there flapping. He's going with a staple force.
Yeah, big fairway, but still gotta control the angle here. Can get close to pin high.
Yeah, that one doesn't get the nose down really at all, but it's in a great spot still.
That's a pretty stable
And the
hit.
angle over there is really nice.
Yeah, and you've got a couple options to attack the basket from there.
Yeah. You can put this thing anywhere, really. No need to get too specific. If you want to just rip one, it's a good time for it. Dylan does just that.
He is going to show us.
Very controlled. Never really turned over again. As a pump.
Yeah. Dylan's brought the game today.
Kyle's picturing a big old flex forehand in his mind.
That's gonna work.
So much angle, but it's perfect. Just all the angles perfectly right. Dead center fairway.
Very nice, Kyle.
He might be 918 rated, but he knows how to work the Anheuser angle out of that forehand.
Just playing to his game. I like it.
I get this D3 a little turned over.
Ooh, it just matches that grade.
Yeah. So I end up, interestingly, I've got a bunch of options, including a little spike hyzer backhand into the
Yeah.
green.
I like this staying up high on this left side. I think it still allows you to throw this forehand that Kyle's throwing here that just seems to filter down to the basket.
Yep.
Even if you hit higher on the hill. And then this is why I like that left side. You can throw straight shot at it, or you can go hyzer over the trees as well.
Corey just tugs that one a little bit. He gets caught up in some tall grass, leaves him outside circle one. Well within his range, but not his best effort. Beautiful little forehand from Dylan. He keeps his forehands very low in that take back. It's a kind of signature style. Makes it look really smooth.
Yeah, we're going to see this hyzer play I'm talking about.
Yeah, just around this green tree right here. Goes over it.
Great.
It's like wide open.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't know how pinched you were on that tree and if that tree line was going to cut you off from that hyzer. I know you like to play the forehand as well, but
Right.
I'm glad to see that. Had some room to work the disc. That OB's not too tight on the right. Yeah, and like I said, I think it's just, we've been in the sun all day. Energy's getting low. We're on hole 17 here.
Totally.
And like I said, Kyle, he's still got some gas in the tank.
Yeah, grabbing the birdie there. On Corey's putt, it definitely felt like a headwind, but when he released it, it visibly dropped.
Yeah.
Just a misread.
Yeah,
Hard-
his
hard to
other
tell what's
putts, he'd
going on.
really been extending, getting that hand up there. Great follow through. That one looked like it was just a little de-energized.
Yeah, he was mentioning that he didn't see the hyzer till I threw it, but even from where he was at on the fairway, it still is a great play.
Yeah, it brings that OB in long, but I like this play still. He's trying to play that hill.
Sweet little par 3, 426 to end this thing. Most guys going to be playing the big spike hyzer over the tree, but it's a big shot.
It's a big shot. It brings that bunker into play. You don't hang it out there. It brings that green into play. You got to have some distance here.
Dylan's got it.
Yeah, he does. And then some. A nice little spotter greeting him with the green flag.
I said, good way to end your round. He's like, that's like 5 meters. It's like, yeah, I know.
He's trying to work.
No.
Head games. This is a mash of a forehand.
It would be. And he put a little extra on it. You could see it hold that turn.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunate reaction on that green. Didn't skip, instead just spiked. I'm going stable D2. I'm standing on the... Oh, that was just yanked. You could see it. Look
Yep.
at this, though. Watch it. It gets stuck in the highest point of the highest tree.
My goodness.
Part of the
Disrupting the locals up there.
I got the green flag. There's actually no OB over there, I don't think, but...
No 2-meter rule.
Nice crowd today. Gallery was fun. Everybody was clapping. It was a beautiful day in New Zealand.
Great day to be outside here.
Throwing frisbees. This looks good as well. Corey, he's got that extra pop. This is the first time he's ever thrown the hole, so he made sure and got over the trees. Leaves him about
Yeah,
45.
it seemed like as soon as it got to hyzer, just started to get knocked down there. He had every bit of the distance.
Yeah, so I got a tricky little look. Low ceiling, bunkers everywhere.
Yeah. Nice work.
Yeah, take that right there. At that point, I just wanted a par. Nice little floater.
Cheeky little drop zone over the sand trap there.
Yeah. So this is back at the bunkers. If he catches any reaction off the basket, could be bad. Dude, confident. So confident.
Yeah,
Doesn't
remember
care
to follow
what's
through
around
there.
that basket. He was Literally didn't care. There could be sharks, snake pit,
Eels.
it could be lava. Corey Ellis doesn't care.
Great birdie. Dylan with the distance over the trees. Finishing with the bird.
That's sick.
Even though Luke was trying to get in his head.
I literally knew he was going to make that. Dylan, I knew you had that. That's why I said it. So Corey and I end up exactly where we started the day. I'm 6 back.
The blistering 10 down.
I had 2, and then he got another one, and then I fought it back. We started where we stopped. Each of us bogeyed the 12th when we went OB, our only blemishes of the day. Look at that back 9 from Dylan.
Yeah, getting comfortable. Making his way up the leaderboard.
Yeah, he went 7 under in his last 10 holes. Fantastic from him. Kyle, unfortunate bogey at the end, though. He showed us some skills. That forehand's pretty good, man. You're not 918 rated.
I mean, what an experience to get.
Yeah. And tomorrow we've got a little treat for you guys. Levi Stout, he's the Kiwi local. He's the kid. He's 17 years old and he's got so much game. Can't wait to play with him tomorrow. Can't wait to watch the film with you guys.
I'm looking forward to it. He's hungry. He's ready to prove himself on his home turf. So you guys better watch out.
Yeah, can't wait to watch it. Thanks for being here with us. For Tall Paul Omen, I'm Luke Humphries. Thanks for watching GK Pro. See you on round 3.